language. Okay, assume that we are trying to learn a new language, natural language which a human speaks. Okay, so to begin with, what a human will do is he will try to understand what are all the vowels present in the language. Okay, like this. Okay, what are all the vowels? There are 12 or 13 vowels are available. Almost it is similar to our Tamil language also. I remember to be of 13. Okay, so like this we need to understand, we need to understand the all the vowels, okay, of any language. Okay, it will continue. Okay, so once after learning all the vowels, each and every symbols, they are the each and every symbol, small small symbols. Okay, after understanding them, we will understand next to the consonants. Consonants. Okay, we will understand the consonants. Okay, so like this we will be understanding around 30 letters or something is there for a consonant. 30 or 20 letters are there in the consonants. So by combining these vowels and consonants, now by combining both of them, we will make small small letters. Okay, small small words, not letters, small small words. Anar. So likewise we will be making anar. Likewise we will make a, we will combine the symbols, that is characters, each individual characters, and then we will make a small small words. Now by combining these words, by combining these words, we will make a sentence. Okay, what to say, um, what to say, any lengthy sentence you can say. Okay, okay, mera naam Thiru hai. So like this we will make we will combine the words and then we will be trying to make a sentence. Okay, we'll combine the words and then we'll make a sentence. Now by combining such kind of sentences, by combining such kind of sentences, we will make a paragraph. Okay, we'll make a paragraph. So this is what is given in the Yeshawant Connector book also. Okay, so similarly in understanding our C language, first we need to understand what are all the each individual small small building blocks. Okay, so the building blocks for understanding our C language are alphabets, digits, some special symbols. Okay, what are the special symbols? Okay, alphabets, everybody knows that in English we have got A, B, C up to Z. In case if it is a small case letters, then we will have A up to running up to Z. Okay, then digits, what are the digits we have got in English language? We have got 0, 1 running up to 9. Okay, so what are the special symbols we have got? So we have got a lot of special symbols like tiled symbol, then exclamation. 1 minute, students. Yes, tiled symbol, exclamatory symbol, dollar symbol. So likewise we have got ampersand symbol. Likewise we have got so many number of special symbols. So by combining all these things, we will able to make some kind of variables. We'll make some kind of variables. We'll make some kind of keywords. We'll make some kind of constants. Okay, so by combining these every alphabets, digits, and special symbols, we will make this constants, variables, and keywords. What, sir, what is this constant, what is this variable, and what is this keyword? Okay, constant is nothing, the as the name signifies, something whose value is remain permanent for the entire flow of execution of the program. Okay, for example, if you are declaring, if you are assigning one variable with a value that my temperature, body temperature today is 35.8, okay, degrees Celsius. Okay, okay, if we are writing a value like this, okay, the value, unless and until somebody changes, somebody erases this and write and overwrite this with something else, unless and until somebody overwrite this value here, it remains as such here like this only. Okay, it will remain permanently, constantly remain same only. Nothing will happen to it. Yes or no? So this is termed as a constant. Now, if this value, this is a value, right? If this value, let's assume that it is assigned to one variable. Okay, I'll tell you what is variable, but I'm using the word variable itself. Previous days I have used this as a label like that. Look at here, I'm assigning this value to a symbol or a label called temp. Okay, to denote that it is a temperature. Okay, now I have declared a temp of float type so that I can store a fraction values, and I have assigned 35.8 to temp, and later in the next instruction what I am doing, I am incrementing this temp temp equal to, okay, what happened, ah, yes, 1 minute, yeah, temp is equal to temp plus 1. So what I'm doing, this 35.8 I'm not touching anything, that remains same only, but what is happening here, only this temp is getting undergoing some changes. Temp plus 1, that means with the existing value of 35.8 I am modifying this and I am overwriting this temp only, not 35.8. This 35.8 is constant, we cannot change it anywhere. Okay, but the variable will undergo some changes. Since it is undergoing changes, this label temp is called variable. Getting this point, students? Is it clear? Yes? Following? What happens, students? Understanding?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. So what I have told so far is constant whose value is remain constant or remain permanent like this. Okay. Variable, this value will assign it to some label, and that label will do some kind of a manipulation. Some calculations we will do over that label, and that label which undergoes a frequent modifications due to the expression, due to the mathematical calculation, since it is undergoing changes, we will say that as a variable. Okay, there is one more thing called a keyword. Okay, there is one more thing called a keyword. This keyword, during the development of the C language, Dennis Ritchie, who has developed a C language, our class, Dennis Richard, is it so? Is it so? Dennis Ritchie. So during the development of the C language, he picked some 32 words, 32 English words only, that is also English words only. He picked 32 words and he given a special meaning for those 32 words. Okay, sir, what is that word, sir? It starts like this: auto. Okay, this is auto. My pen is giving some trouble today. Okay, auto, brake. Sir, what is this auto brake? Is there any bus brake or any train brake, anything like that? No, it is a keyword. I have memorized that starting from the alphabetical order, start with the A and the B, and in the word of, in the character of a C, there are some keywords like care, const, okay, continue. So this is the sequence with which I have memorized. So similarly, there are 32 keywords available in the C language. Okay, Dennis Ritchie, while at the time of development of this language, he used only 32. But later, some people came and they have revised the C language. They have standardized the C language. At the time, they found that certain keywords are nowhere used. Certain keywords are required to be used. So what they did, certain keywords they have removed from here, and certain keywords they added, extended beyond 32. So as of now there are around 56 or some 63 keywords are available. Okay, it depends upon the compiler as well, as also in which compiler you are executing like that. But stick to this 32, forget about the other improvised keywords. Okay, now we need to understand what is the meaning of each one of them, how this is used in the C program. when it should be used, when it should not be used, how to use them. So we will be understanding each one of them well while we are taking up the program. Getting this point, students? So what I have introduced today, constant, variable, keyword. So basically this, by combining the several alphabets, by combining several digits, we can able to make constants, variables and keywords. Okay, but we cannot directly combine. For example, look at here, I cannot name my variable as Nayan name. Okay, so if I store my name, okay, if I store my name to this variable, this is a string, I'm trying to store it into this variable. If I try to store it like this, my compiler will shout at me. It will say that what is this, what went wrong with you, like that it will ask question. So the meaning here is, the logic behind this is the only variable, valid portion of the variable, but we should not prefix a number before the variable. Sir, what is this? Why such kind of restriction? Yes, such kind of restrictions are there. We need to understand what is allowed and what is not allowed. Accordingly, we have to use. No numbers are allowed in prefix to the variable. Only one special character is allowed, that is underscore. Underscore. A variable can start with an underscore as a special symbol. That's all. No numbers can follow. Similarly, there are much more restrictions, much more rules are there that I will be explaining in the coming slide. Stay with me. Okay. So, okay, sir, we understood all these things. What is the next step? So, by combining all these things, we will make an instruction. We will write void main, okay, and we will use a special symbol, flower bracket. This is flower bracket is a special symbol. Okay, we have used it. And then int is also one of the keyword. Okay, int, then name of the variable, a is a variable, then semicolon is a special character that we have covered in this special character. Okay, so by using all these things, we can write an instruction. By grouping all these instruction in a one single block, we will name that as a program. That's it. Getting this point? Yes. Yes or no, students? Why energy level is today
Yes,
low?
sir.
Okay, fine. So,
Yes, sir.
good, very good. So, up to now, I have explained in one by keeping slide in the previous slide itself, but everything follows here. Digits, special symbols are this here. And similarly, variables, constants, tokens. Look at here. Keywords, identifiers or variables, constants. So by they all can be grouped. See, they basically string, special symbols, everything also comes. So basically, they all are grouped under one big boss called a token. Okay, under token we can say each one of them are a member of this token. So this token includes the keywords, identifiers, all these things. Nothing, the same explanation what I have given in the previous slide. Keyword is nothing but int, float, while, like this. Starting from auto, it runs up to while loop in the end, I guess so. Okay, so likewise there are 32 keywords. So everything can be cited here as an example. So similarly, identifier, some specially designed predefined functions names or uh, predefined function names can be referred as an identifier. And constants, like I said, as 35.8 degree Celsius. Likewise, we can say some of the value, designated value, as a constant. And string, you can store your name, my name, or anybody's name, college name, like that, under a double quotes, that will be treated as a string. So they all are the building blocks of our C language, referred as token. Okay, and what is this, why you are hiding, sir? What is this operator? It's not hiding, minimizing. What happened? Okay, nothing, students. I'll explain operator in a separate topic. We are going to have a detailed explanation about that operator. Nothing but when we are doing operation of addition, we use plus operator. When we want to do a subtraction, we will use the subtraction operator minus. So similarly, we have got so much of operators in C language. In fact, C is called as a rich set of, it contains a rich set of operators. Okay. So these are star, division, modulo division, likewise so many number of operators we have got. So we will learn about all those things. Yes, it provided a